yesterday passes by, I look at the way people has changed as religion discrimination becomes such a huge obstacle for Indonesia. A lot of people disobeyed rules by discriminating against other religions, by not respecting other religions' belief, and by unjust treatments. As war against religion started to soar, I started to question myself. Why did I just stay looking at the way they discriminate against others? What can I do today? I will find a solution as days go away. I will find a solution to these issues, and it can be started by education. As each leader of the religion start to implement religion discrimination, we need to work together as Indonesia to try and respect other religions' belief, to let go what happened yesterday, and move on to be the better. We can also advertise religion discrimination to raise people awareness more and more every day. We can live yesterday and change more day by day. They have passed by, so we have to respect, not to condemn. We have to love, not to hate. Most of all, live to respect others and respect others to live.
I am an Indonesian child. I was born and living in a really big country with a lot of groups in it. And yes, as we always hear, my country Indonesia has a lot of rules about manners in it. My country Indonesia also highly upholds religious values. Some children suffer from the way that their father or mother taught them. So you can imagine how strong rules are in social life in my country. This is what is often used as a benchmark for how most parents in Indonesia educate their children. They become more strict according to the rules. Sometimes it makes them more easily offended, more easily disappointed, and mostly angry. I personally live in a millennial era where some Indonesian rules have been able to blend in with the Western rules. I think Indonesian rules are a bit tougher than the Western rules, but in this case, I'm not saying Indonesian rules are more bad than the Western rules because I clearly feel the pluses and minuses of both ways of education, Indonesian and Western. Western rules are more simple, Western rules are more democratic. But while in Indonesia there is a different condition, suffering inflicted by cultural rules, suffering inflicted by religious rules, and even in some areas still use the basic existing myths and myths that exist. I feel this is what makes the education of parents in Indonesia look more strict, like freedom of speech or how they solve problems. They want their children tougher and smarter but from their own perspective. Their own perspective is often what determines more kind, more polite, and more loving. Whereas we know everyone has a different character, even different dreams. Dreams of what they want to be. Once again, I'm not saying Indonesian rules are bad. There's a lot of good things that are teach there, like we must always be honest, we must always be polite, and we must always obey. But the real thing that is needed here, that the parents cannot be too strict so they don't get in a conflict. The parents need to be more understand, patient, and more open-minded. Thank you and God bless you.
What do you think about bullying? New generations are coming, but many hearts are still crumbling. In stories about school, most of the problems are about bullying. Sadly, it happens in real life. Most of the victims are disabled people. As I mentioned further, it goes darker. But it's still just in my mind and I'm still just a kind girl among mankind. And when they are near fear, it will grow a tear. They search for blue and everything new. For those who are blind are left behind, but they're still kind. They just got bullied because of how they are designed, like they are colorblind. All I am doing now is for the safety of children, for children's safety. As I imagine, what will happen to the victims? All I can imagine is that they're having their mind open with face covered. Will they end up like a cheerful art or like a breakable vase? Can they adventure their mind, adventure their thought, adventure their fear in the future? Can they make it? Can they say it? Can they do it? Or is it the end for them? What will they do? What will they say? What will they think to make it to the end? As they adventure their mind, adventure their thought, adventure their fear. But they're still just children. Children are just bunch of innocents. But all I'm saying is that children is supposed to be playing, not working. And now it is up to parents to tell their child. For as they're growing, they will know good and evil. I am Clara from 6D. Thank you for listening and watching. God bless you.
Hi, I'm Grace from 60. A country so unique, a country called Indonesia. Indonesia is the biggest archipelago country. Although it's very beautiful, very rich, very diverse, the awareness of the people is so low. One of Indonesia's biggest problems is water pollution, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today to make Indonesia a better place for you, for me, for everyone. Millions of sea creatures die from plastic each year. One of the reasons is because many people like to throw their plastic wastes to the sewers, which will end up in the ocean. We all know that plastic is one of the hardest substances to decompose. What will happen to this country if no one takes a step? What will happen to this country if no one finds a solution? Will this country own the most polluted and dirtiest ocean? Will this country ruin its beauty? We have to make a move for Indonesia. Overcoming water pollution will reach a better environment. We have started a move to use fabric shopping bags instead of the plastic ones. We have started a move to use our own food utilities instead of the single-use ones. Keep this up. For PET bottles, we can provide machines where people can throw their plastic wastes, and in return they can get some amount of money. After some time, the plastics are going to be delivered to a material recovery facility where they are going to be sorted. Then they're going to be delivered to a plastic reclaiming plant where they're going to be shredded, separated, and melted to produce another product. This way, water pollution will be reduced. Stop sitting still. Start thinking, start moving, start doing. A little change can bring big changes to us, to our surroundings, to our nation. Better late than never. Don't let today ruin tomorrow, and don't let the thought of tomorrow ruin today. This solution isn't perfect to overcome water pollution, but together we can find a better solution.
I see again on an open website another racism case. I soon found my head wrapped in several questions of the world today. My thoughts inquiring about my life. A little more detail here, a little more detail there. I always tried to find out what the world was coming to. Maybe it's just their looks. Maybe they're paranoid, maybe they have mental illness, maybe they were driven to a breaking point by others, maybe they were just born like that. It doesn't matter who you are on the outside, it just matters who you are on the inside. Don't blame other people or shame them. We should love each other and love life. Don't judge people by their actions, by their looks. Their behavior is just their behavior. They can't control it. You might be doing this because of internal problems of your own. If you have them, consult someone, talk about it. Don't take it out on other people. Remember this, if you're racist to someone, someone will be racist to you. Always remember this too. Don't start naming other people weird nicknames and start bullying them. Don't start aiming for other people's insecurities. Love each other, love life.